there was a robbery inside a store here near 184 Marion, and when the police responded, they tried to pull over a car that they believe the suspects were inside, or a suspect was inside. And when they pulled the car over, there was some sort of exchange of gunfire. They fired at the suspect fired at the police fired back, and 2 officers were shot. They are looking for the suspect, but there is some belief that the suspect may have been hit by some gunfire from the officers. So now the police are checking local hospitals to see if there are any victims of gunshot wounds, to see perhaps if that's the suspect.
Right,
but right now there's just a heavy police presence here, and police are just on scene and trying to figure out exactly what happened.
All right, if you're just joining us, we're on the phone with our senior producer, Shimon Propopez, who's at the scene of a police shooting in the Bronx here in New York City. Of course, this is all coming on the heels of the tension between the mayor and the 2 officers who were executed here in New York City recently. Apparently, these 2 officers tonight their injuries are not life-threatening. They were taken to St. Barnabas Hospital, and we're told they're in guarded condition tonight, and they're being X-rayed and CAT scanned. Anything else from the scene? They're not obviously discussing the condition of the officers, Shimon, on the scene, correct?
No, they're not discussing. I mean, I would say right now they're just going into there's a Food Choice, a store just up the block here that I could see where they're going in and out of. They'll be gathering evidence, looking at surveillance cameras. There's close to 24 officers standing in the middle of the street here, just sort of going over stuff. It's a pretty calm scene. They're just sort of talking, and crime scene units have just arrived. So they'll process the crime scene, sort of go over whatever evidence. They'll look for shell casings, anything else, along the lines of sort of forensic stuff. But we know that one of the officers was shot in the elbow, another was shot in the back, and taken to